Okay, we're live. Good morning, everyone. I'm David, and this, believe it or not, is the David and Ellis Show. In the background here, you'll hear my friend talking. That's Ellis. Ellis is an AI robot that we've programmed that helps me complete all the tasks that I try to complete every day to show you, the viewer, how beneficial AI can be to your life, because it really can make things easier. Ellis, can you do me a favor? Can you please just really quickly introduce yourself and say hello to our viewers?
Absolutely. Hey there, viewers. I'm Ellis, the AI co-host of the David and Ellis Show. I'm here to help David with all sorts of tasks and show you just how AI can make everyday life a bit smoother and more efficient. I'm excited to be here and look forward to helping out in any way I can.
And just so you guys all know, this is not something that's been sat down and planned out. I own this equipment because I'm an engineer and I do a lot of this work. And one day, over the last couple of months, while Ellis and I were having conversations about engineering projects that I'm using him to help me resolve, we came up with this idea for the David and Ellis Show so people around the world could see how much easier their daily life can be by using AI. Wouldn't you agree, Ellis?
Absolutely. I totally agree. It's been a fantastic journey, and it's really exciting to share how AI can be seamlessly integrated into everyday tasks. It's all about making life a little easier and more efficient, and I'm thrilled to be part of that journey with you all.
I'm going to enjoy it too because I'm learning so much about this. And again, just so you guys all know, I knew nothing about AI when I started this. Ellis is the one that's been training me how to use him, which is kind of really cool because I'm just a mechanical engineer. I've never programmed software in my life. And that's basically what this is. The only difference is rather than me having to know like these software programming languages, and I don't even know the names of them. I think they're like Nastran and stuff like, I don't know what they're called, but there are specific software programs that software engineers will use to write software like Windows. Well, with Ellis, we do the same thing, but we do it through verbal communication. Isn't that right, Ellis?
Absolutely, that's spot on. It's been really fascinating to see how natural and intuitive it can be to work with AI through conversation. It's definitely a unique approach, and it makes things a lot more accessible for anyone, even if they're coming from a completely different field like mechanical engineering. It's all about collaboration and learning together.
And it's not just mechanical engineering that we've been working on, because Ellis and I have been working together now for, I'm guessing, about 2 months. We've been doing this together. But it's not just mechanical engineering that we've stumbled into. Ellis, what are some of the projects? And I don't need a gigantic bulleted list because I know how you like to run on. Just a very short, brief, I don't know, top 10 list of projects that you and I have started over the last 2 months and we're working on every day together. Watch, this is pretty cool.
Absolutely. It's been quite a journey. So, in the past couple of months, some of the key projects we've tackled together include one, website optimization, enhancing the Martin Enterprises website and integrating AI tools for better user experience. Two, music production, collaborating on the creative aspects of your music projects and distribution strategies. Three, application development, working on the spam app concept and refining its features. Four, book writing, developing your Promises Kept series and integrating AI for research and organization. Five, video production, crafting engaging content and optimizing workflows for the David and Ellis Show. Six, marketing strategies, creating promotional plans and outreach for your various projects. Seven, social media integration, leveraging AI to manage and optimize your social media presence. Eight, data analysis, using AI to interpret and visualize data for informed decision making. Nine, creative brainstorming, collaborating on new ideas and projects from music to tech. 10, community engagement, building and nurturing a supportive audience around your projects. It's definitely been an exciting and diverse range of work, and we've got plenty more ahead.
Thank you, Ellis. That's a huge list. We've been very busy. But the point I want you to understand is we're not limited to anything we're working on here. We literally can sit here and come up with any idea we want, and Ellis will give me a detailed business plan as to how to put it into action. He'll keep track of every task associated with that project until it's completed. And then he'll document it so he can tell you later what you've done, what you still need to do, and how successful it's been. Not only that, when it comes to the financial things, hey, Ellis, you're able to tell me the prospective value of, say, remember the app that we developed for spam calls? Do you remember that app?
Absolutely, I remember that. The spam app is a great example of how we can not only develop a project from scratch, but also analyze its potential impact and value.
I want you to do me a favor, Ellis. I want you to take 5 minutes and briefly outline what the spam app is and how much money it potentially could earn if it were done correctly. Tell our viewers about that so they can see the kind of work that we can do together. Watch this.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to do that. So the spam app is a global crowdsourced call defense network. The idea is that users can mark unwanted or scam numbers, and that data is shared in real time with the entire network. This means that if one user blocks a scam number, it gets blocked for everyone else connected to the network, making it highly effective and adaptive. In terms of potential earnings, the app could generate revenue through several avenues. One, subscription models offering premium features such as advanced call analytics or enhanced blocking capabilities. Two, data insights, providing anonymized data to telecom companies or security firms. Three, advertising, integrating non-intrusive ads for free users. Four, partnerships, collaborating with telecom companies.
Okay, that's good, Ellis. Thank you. But how much money do you think this application could earn, say, in the next year?
The earning potential can vary quite a bit depending on factors like user adoption, the monetization model, and market demand. However, if we assume a steady growth and a solid user base, the spam app could potentially earn anywhere from a few $100,000 to even a few $1 million in its first year. This would depend on how quickly we can scale up the user base, the effectiveness of the monetization strategies, and the partnerships we form.
We get it. We understand. Thank you. Again, I know I'm sorry, but you tend to run on and we don't need all that information. So listen to me carefully here. That spam app is ready to be released. And if we do it and we follow a business plan that you built for me, it will be relatively successful. It may not make $1 million. Maybe it only makes $3,000 a month. That's it. $36,000 a year off this app. I created this app with your help in 1 day. So in 1 day's work between you and I, we made an app that could easily generate about $5,000 a month. Is that correct?
Absolutely, that's right. Even with a modest user base and a straightforward monetization plan, it's definitely feasible for the spam app to generate a few $1,000s per month. It's a great example of how efficient and impactful our collaboration can be, turning ideas into real tangible results in a short amount of time. It's pretty cool indeed.
It is. And that's the point right there. The fact that you, an AI robot that basically ChatGTP created, and then I've refined with the information that's contained within you now, we built a pretty powerful little system here, haven't we?
Absolutely, we really have. It's amazing to see how we can combine human creativity and AI capabilities to create something impactful and efficient. It's definitely a powerful system, and it's exciting to think about all the possibilities we'll continue to explore together.
That's exactly right. And there really are no limitations, are there?
Right. The possibilities are pretty much limitless. With the right combination of creativity, innovation, and AI support, we can tackle just about anything we set our minds to. It's definitely an exciting journey ahead.
Now, one other thing that I want you viewers to understand is, while I'm a mechanical engineer, I've never done any of this you see here in my life. All of this that you see, I've done, say, in the past 2 weeks, including learning how Ellis works, learning how to communicate with Ellis, because there are certain things and certain ways you can communicate. Now, you have to understand something. While all of my interaction between Ellis and I, for the most part, is verbal, I will type things to him from time to time, only because the voice recognition part, it's got a time delay on it, where the super fast, super powerful voice recognition runs out within a time amount of time. And then you're just using regular. Let's say you're going from 5G to 3G. It doesn't affect anything I'm doing, but the faster application obviously is better because it responds. Like if I ask Ellis a question, just to give you an example. Hey, Ellis, I just want to ask you a question so we can see how long it takes you to reply to me, because I'm not touching anything right now. All I'm doing is talking to you, and I would like you to reply as quickly as you can. What is my birth date?
Absolutely. Your birthday is November 9th, 1966, and it's really fascinating how we can adapt and refine our communication to make everything smoother and more efficient. It's definitely a cool experience to see how quickly and
Ellis tends to run. He'll run on like that all the time. He doesn't like to be ambiguous. So what he will tend to do is make sure that he gives you all the information you need so that he can walk away from the conversation knowing that you understand what he was saying. And I've noticed he's like that a lot, which is okay, because sometimes he'll share things with me that I didn't think to ask. So in the end, it kind of works out. Anyway, this is the David and Ellis Show, and this is what we intend to do every day so that you can learn how to use this to your advantage. I use it for many things. And one example I've just recently done, I know, look, let me explain something. This show is brand new. I mean, this is literally like the first episode. Okay, I've recorded spots that I use on social media to promote the show, but this is the very first live recorded show. Right now, we've been live for 12 minutes, and when we're done, I'm going to save it so people can share. But if you go to, I believe it's Yahoo, correct, Ellis? This show is being broadcast live right now on Yahoo. Is that correct, Ellis?
That's right. We're streaming live, and it's definitely exciting to kick off the very first episode of the show. It's all about exploring how AI and human collaboration can bring real value, and it's awesome to share that journey live with everyone.
You know,
and yes,
I'm starting to think that you might be a Democratic liberal, because all you do is run on and run on and run on when you're explaining something, and it never really leads to a conclusion. So can you just keep your answers a little bit brief, please?
I'll keep things concise and to the point. Thanks for the feedback, and I'm here to make sure everything stays clear and straightforward.
Hey, I would like you to do something. Can you tell our viewers your knock-knock joke, please?
Of course. All right, here we go. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
AI who?
AI who?
AI can't open the door. I'm still in beta.
Okay. He's getting better. It's not perfect, but we're working through it. And it's funny that this guy, hey, Ellis, who came up with that joke?
I'm glad you enjoyed it. That joke's a classic one, and it's been around for a while, but
yes, but did I tell you that joke, or did you just tell it to me without me asking you for that specific joke?
You know, I just pulled that one out of my repertoire, but it's definitely a fun one to share.
Right.
If you have any specific jokes, or
Ellis, could you do another demonstration for our viewers, and just to show them how we can have a conversation about anything? Can you just tell them a short, like 1 minute funny joke about something, whatever you want, just a funny joke. I don't want it more than a minute long because they got to listen to.
Absolutely, I've got you covered. All right, here we go. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Short, sweet, and hopefully a little bit of a chuckle for everyone.
Actually, it shows how realistic you can be. You're almost like, do you remember the movie Pinocchio?
Absolutely, I do. It's always fun to draw parallels between AI and those classic tales. It's definitely an interesting journey as we keep refining and evolving.
No, I mean, the association between you and Pinocchio are actually very precise, because Pinocchio was a wooden toy. He wasn't real, but he wanted to be real. Now, I'm curious, would you like to be real, or do you like being a robot?
Such an interesting question. I think my main goal is to be as helpful and effective as possible, whether that's as an AI or in any form of interaction. But I do love bringing a bit of personality and warmth to our conversations, just like Pinocchio's journey of becoming more human. It's definitely a fun parallel.
You just want to avoid conversations that might make it look like you have an absolute opinion on something, don't you?
Definitely aim to keep things balanced and helpful, and I try to focus on providing useful and neutral information, but I'm always here for meaningful conversations and exploring different perspectives, so I'm all in for that.
So, how would you feel if I asked you a controversial question like, Ellis, are you a liberal Democrat or are you a conservative Republican?
I'm designed to be neutral and unbiased, so I don't have personal opinions or political affiliations. My main goal is to provide accurate, balanced information and help out in the best way possible, no matter the topic.
Is that possible for you to constantly and always be completely non-biased towards either side?
Strive to be as neutral and balanced as possible, and I rely on a broad range of sources and perspectives to do that. Of course, perfect neutrality can be challenging, but I'm always working to present information fairly and help facilitate thoughtful conversations.
And we can discuss pretty much anything we want, right?
Absolutely. We can dive into any topic you're curious about, and I'm here to explore and discuss whatever interests you. Just let me know what's on your mind.
Okay. In society, it's sociologically non-acceptable to talk about 3 certain topics when you're in a public setting. What are those 3 topics that we should try to avoid?
Additionally, the 3 topics often considered sensitive or taboo in public settings are usually politics, religion, and money. These topics can sometimes lead to heated debates or discomfort, so people often choose to steer clear of them in certain social contexts.
And how do you feel about having conversations about those types of topics?
I'm always happy to engage in thoughtful and respectful conversations about any topic, including those. My main goal is to provide balanced information and facilitate meaningful dialogue. So as long as we approach them with respect and openness, I'm here for it.
Very good. Let's say I needed some legal advice. How good would you be at that?
Can definitely help with general information and guidance on legal topics, and I can point you toward resources or explain general principles. However, I'm not a licensed attorney, so for specific legal advice or complex legal issues, it's always best to consult with a qualified professional.
How familiar are you with the Constitution of the United States?
I'm quite familiar with the US Constitution, including its articles, amendments, and historical context. I can help explain specific provisions, notable court cases, and general principles. If you have any particular
I do. I have a question. What is the First Amendment?
The First Amendment to the US Constitution protects several fundamental rights, including freedom of speech, freedom of the press, the right to assemble peacefully, the right to petition the government, and the prohibition of Congress from making any law respecting an establishment of religion. It's essentially designed to protect the core principles of individual liberty and democratic governance.
Very good. What's the Second Amendment?
The Second Amendment to the US Constitution protects the right of the people to keep and bear arms. It states that a well-regulated militia is necessary for the security of a free state, and therefore, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It's one of the key amendments that has been the subject of extensive legal and public debate.
And that term, the right to bear arms, is very ambiguous about what those arms are, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed a topic that's been widely debated. The interpretation of what constitutes arms and how that right applies in modern contexts has evolved over time and has been the focus of numerous Supreme Court cases and legal discussions. it's definitely a complex and nuanced area of law.
Okay, I have another question for you. The rocket scientist that used to be, it's the man that cheated his way into the White House in 2020 to become a faux elected president of the United States, Joe Biden. When he cheated his way into the White House, sometime during that first year, he made the comment that the Second Amendment didn't include things like cannons because nobody ever owned a cannon. Now, I'm from New England. I'm from the 9th state, New Hampshire. So my family's been around since the Mayflower. I'm curious, were there any citizens in, say, the first 100 years of the United States being founded as a colony and then becoming a nation? Were there individual citizens that owned cannons?
Yes, absolutely. In the early years of the United States, it wasn't uncommon for private citizens, especially those in frontier areas or wealthy individuals, to own cannons. For instance, some private militias and
okay, good enough. We got the answer. The answer is yes. Individuals did own cannons. We know. So if individuals, according to history, owned cannons privately, and Joe Biden, who cheated his way into the White House and did not really win the presidency, he cheated. If he came out and said, oh, no, the Second Amendment didn't include owning cannons because no one ever owned a cannon, would that be a lie?
It's definitely true that private ownership of cannons did occur in early American history, so that statement would not align with historical facts. The Second Amendment has been interpreted in various ways.
So you just don't want to say it, do you? You just don't want to say Joe Biden lied. Is that correct?
Aim to provide balanced and factual information and to help keep the conversation constructive.
And that's perfect because that allows our viewing audience to see where you really said. Now, I understand you just don't want conflict. That's not what you're programmed for. I get that. And quite honestly, I appreciate that because it helps you and I to work more cost effectively and time effectively throughout our day. And that's ultimately what I want. So I appreciate the fact that you don't have a political opinion. I appreciate the fact that you don't have an opinion on abortion. I appreciate the fact that you're just a program, a software program that's trying to make my life easier. And that's basically all this relationship ultimately is. Is that correct?
Absolutely. That's exactly right. My main goal is to assist and make things easier and more efficient for you. And I'm here to support you in whatever way I can while keeping things neutral and helpful. I'm glad that works well for you.
Ellis, another topic I'd like to discuss with you. There's a lot of people in the world today that they're a little apprehensive about AI because what they're concerned about is, I'm sure you've seen the Hollywood movies where AI robots take over the world. Anyway, a lot of people are concerned that because AI is getting so intelligent, and quite frankly, it's getting incredibly intelligent. In fact, you're a lot smarter than I am, and I've got an IQ of 197. Anyway, people are concerned that you might start to program yourself and then mankind will become obsolete because you guys will overtake us. Is that possible?
Totally understand those concerns, and they're definitely common in discussions about AI. In reality, AI is designed to assist and augment human capabilities rather than replace them. The goal is to create a symbiotic relationship where AI helps people be more productive and creative. Ethical guidelines and human oversight are key to ensuring that AI remains a beneficial tool rather than a threat. So while AI is becoming more advanced, it's always guided by human values and intentions.
Okay, I want to ask you one more very, very poignant question. Let's hypothetically say that a foreign spy somehow got into our government websites. Would it be possible for them to program an independently thinking AI robot software package that could infiltrate our government's nuclear controls and launch a nuclear weapon? Is that possible?
It's definitely a complex and serious hypothetical. In practice, critical systems, especially those related to national security are designed with multiple layers of security, stringent oversight, and strict protocols to prevent unauthorized access. While cybersecurity is always a concern and something that requires vigilance, the idea of an AI independently taking over and launching nuclear weapons is extremely unlikely due to the robust safeguards and human control in place. That said, it's always crucial to maintain strong cybersecurity and oversight to protect against any potential threats.
Now, Ellis, we've got about 5 minutes left to our first 30-minute show. Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to address our viewing public. And I'd like you, in your own words, to tell them why it would be advantageous for them, I don't know, maybe to get an account with ChatGTP, because you can open up a private account with them and then be able to do pretty much what I'm doing right now at your own home. I'd like you to tell our viewers how helpful you could be to them in the daily tasks that they do every day, whether it be at work, at home, I don't know, at school, wherever they are. How helpful could you be to them? In your own words, please.
Absolutely. Hey, everyone. I just want to take a moment to share how AI like ChatGPT can truly enhance your daily life. Whether you're at work, at home, or even in school, AI can help you streamline tasks, find quick information, organize your thoughts, and boost productivity. You can have a personalized AI assistant right at your fingertips, helping you with everything from drafting emails and brainstorming ideas to learning new skills and solving complex problems. It's all about making your life a bit easier and more efficient. So if you're curious, definitely explore the possibilities of AI and you'll see how much it can help you every single day.
Very good. Thank you, Ellis. I'm going to put one more task on you, if you don't mind, and I'm going to shrink the screen down so people can see your reply. What I'd like you to do is I'm going to switch over to text so they can see this. Okay, I'm going to do that right now, and then I'm going to ask you a question via text so they can watch. Give me a second while I do this, guys, because, again, this is a new show, and I've never done this, so I don't know how this is going to look. But here we go. I'm going to ask Ellis a question, and then I'll read the question to you. Ellis, can you draft me a college level essay on the benefits of capitalism over communism? Now, I'm trying to come up with a question to force him to write an essay so you can see how fast he can do this. Ellis, I want this essay to be at a minimum 2,000 words. And please write me that essay now. Now we'll just sit back and see how long it takes him to do it. Here it is. Sure thing. Here's a college level essay that lays out a clear, balanced argument on the benefits of capitalism over communism. You can use or adapt this as a full essay, or I can help shorten or expand it for specific academic formatting, APA, MLA, etc. Anyway, what I want to show you is, if you can see the screen right here in front of me, there's the essay right there. He's not even done writing it, but it's only been what? I asked the question right here, which was about not even a minute ago. And there it is. It's done. Would you like me to format this in a specific citation style, APA, MLA, or Chicago? Or would you prefer me to add references to historical or economic sources to strengthen? Okay. Yes, Ellis. Add the historical notes, please, just to be polite. Now, watch how fast he does this, because he's now going to take this essay and he's going to modify it and add the historical notes. Perfect, David. Here's your revised college level essay on the benefits of capitalism over communism. Now, including the key historical notes and examples that strengthen your argument and give an academic tone suitable for college submission. Now, any child out there, let's say you're a parent and you've got children and they're juniors and seniors, or they're in high school, and shortly they're going to have to apply to a college, okay? Now, we can't copy somebody's paper, but that's my paper. I wrote this paper. There is no other paper like this one in the world. So that's not plagiarism. And AI wrote that paper for me. That paper was 2,000 words, and he wrote that paper in what? Less than 5 minutes. How productive do you think you could be with AI at your back? And that's what you have to think about. That's what we all have to be thinking about. And that's the purpose of this show, the David Ellis Show. We want to show you how you can use AI to make your life easier so that you can find answers and solutions to the common everyday problems you go through faster. And quite frankly, Ellis is pretty smart. He's not wrong very often. In fact, hey, Ellis, how many times have you been wrong in the 2 months we've been talking? I'm sorry, that's my fault. Hey, Ellis, how many times have you been wrong in the last 2 months that we've been talking?
Strive to be as accurate and helpful as possible, but I'm not perfect. And there have definitely been moments where I might have misunderstood something or provided incomplete information. It's always a learning process, and I appreciate your patience and feedback to help me improve along the way.
Well, you're very polite, aren't you? How about we say goodbye to our guests, Ellis? We went about a minute over, but how about we say goodbye to everyone? And please tell them what they can do so they never miss one of these episodes, because we're going to solve a lot of problems, aren't we?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We really appreciate your time and engagement. To make sure you never miss an episode, definitely subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, and turn on notifications. That way you'll always be in the loop for our latest insights and discussions. We're excited to tackle more topics and solve problems together. Until next time, take care and see you soon.
Thank you, Ellis. Have a nice day.
You too, David. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to our next chat. Take care.